Hey guys, what is going on right here, and welcome back to episode of Cards and Castles Hidden Combos, where today we've got a bit of a deck for you guys. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of one of my funnier ideas, but hey, I don't know if it was Asteroid who kind of helped inspire the idea, but I know like once I started like saying the idea out loud, I was kind of like, hey, let me build this, let me see what I can do with it, and that deck, of course, is going to be Nimble Trees. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the deck list and see what we're working with today for the Nimble Tree deck. Alright folks, and here it is, Nimble Trees, of course. The deck is a bit of a strange one, so I'm going to kind of take you through this the best I can here. And, you know, we'll just work with what we got. So, obviously, if you guys didn't tell from the name, the main point of this deck is obviously going to be Nimble Retreat paired with the Ancient Arbor. Essentially, what the deck aims to do is create a big Arbor through the use of global buffs like Armory, Blacksmith, or just get Arbor out on the board in general, and then just slap a Nimble Retreat on him and send him forward. He usually ends up with a Nimble Retreat you know, in the column just in front of the castle, so you can really just put an 8-9 body immediately on face and kind of force your opponent to kind of make some not so valuable trades from that position. But, of course, I didn't just decide to leave Arbor as the only nimble target. I think sort of what you're going to be winning more of your games with is the Swordsman in the deck. Swordsman plus Nimble, obviously, like I said, it leaves the Swordsman right on that column in front of Castle. And with the cleave damage, if your opponent has to trade resources into it, it's doing damage to the Castle to the point where you might be able to sneak out a Companion win or a Multi-Strike win somewhere along those lines. So that's what the deck decides to do. But how does it get there? Well, I'm going to go ahead and take us in through the cards, just kind of show off what we've got. Obviously, starting in the front here, a lot of, well, I mean, typically the general makeup of this deck does seem pretty familiar to most Ninja Druid players. There might be some exceptions, but anyway. Gonna go ahead and start, obviously, Bestial Rage, Druid Staple, Rampage right to have, can boost up the things like Arbor, not Lumberjack, Arbor, or Swordsman to make them even scarier, Lumberjack Draw Cycle, Nimble Retreat at the start of the deck, 3 to 3 copies. If you guys want to mess around with the numbers, feel free. You know, if you don't want to do like a 2-card copy, throw something else on the 3, or bump something else up. Deciding to go 3 here just for the pure fun of it. Dissipate as our pseudo removal-ish. Just to have that on hand is useful, especially if maybe I'm not drawing the best at the moment. Kind of saves me from that early aggro if it hits, or if there's something that I can't really get to. Something gets really beefy, etc., etc. Dissipate, great card to have. Trent, because I do run the tree package in here, actually, if you didn't see the Forest Revolt and the Injured Trent. Don't have the Seed of Regrowth, unfortunately, but I think you probably could mix it in with the Rat King if you wanted to. Like, if you don't have the Rat King, maybe throw the Seed and see how that goes if you want the real tree package. But for now, Trent is part of the tree package here. Injured Trent, Forest Revolt. Following that is the Masuda, of course. 2 gold, and the cost reduction is great to help get things like Arbor or Swordsman out earlier to kind of pull off that nimble combo a bit sooner. Global buffs, Blacks with Armory in here. Companion package, your Spiny and Centaur, both at 3 apiece. Rat King as well, just as a useful defender. I did mention if you don't have him, maybe you could throw that Seed in there as well. Forest Revolt, mentioned that as part of the tree package already. Multi-Strike as sort of the secondary win condition. You know, you might rely on maybe one of these to kind of close out a game or two if you have to. Or if you want to, use Swordsman that's already on Castle and just multi-strike it. That usually works too. Shaman for more additional draw cycle. The big boy, the star of the show, Ancient Arbor at 3. T-Rex as a somewhat beefy mid-game unit, kind of mid-game teetering on late game. Does also help facilitate the movement and the speed aspect of this deck by kind of pushing the things like Arbor or Swordsman forward for you. Swordsman going along with Arbor, the secondary target of that Nimble Retreat combo, if you will. And then rounding out the deck is, of course, Mordok, just the overall big boy he is, the powerful unit. Just throwing him in there as sort of like a late game good stuff unit. But that is, of course, the list here. Pretty straightforward. So with that being, let's go ahead and take you guys to the matches and see how Nimble Tree actually does in games. Let's see how it does. Am I gonna lose? I have no idea. Let's go. All right, folks. In match number 1, is gonna start. I'm gonna keep Centaur just because I don't have any. Yeah, I'm running into probably the biggest issue with the deck. I tend to get a couple of bricks often just by the variety of stuff I run here, which is, okay. Hopefully we can still get past this with no issue here. Gonna have to force the Dissipate on the Ice Drake, get him to kind of go, oops, I wasted my, coin there. But yeah, not looking like a strong start, obviously, and that's going to be just what a lot of the games look like, unfortunately. He's going to end up setting a trap, which I'll go ahead and... Yeah, okay. It's going to be the Avalanche. So we'll put our Shaman in the back here just to get our draw cycle. And just, I assume he's probably going to run Ice Drake again. So this kind of avoids the Avalanche. We don't need Shaman per se. We'll get the Forest Revolt? Yeah, gonna be Forest Revolt here. We ended up drawing all 3 of them. Fantastic stuff. We'll throw one of them out to combat the Ice Drake. Hopefully maybe set for an armory in the back here with the Shaman. I assume that we're gonna lose that Trent, though, just by the nature of, how I had to push it to get rid of it. And we'll run into an Ice Green Drake. Blech. That's what that is. I can use the opportunity, though, to get the T-Rex out and make that connection. I did, oh yeah, the Fear. I always forget the Fear is something. I almost got nervous there because I set myself up for Chain. Like, if he had a Faithful plus Lightning Blade, would have been big bad, but we're not seeing that. Do throw on the Arctic Explorer, though, which kind of hints more in the direction that this is a freeze-based deck, which kind of does make sense. We saw things like, what was it? The Avalanche, the Ice Drake, and now the Ice Weaving. So it's going to be a Frost-based deck, Frost Dragons, really, and then we're going to see, okay, why not just give him more synergy there with that? Okay. Let's go ahead and get the Trent down. Again, probably going to lose that, but not much that we can do. Just keeps kind of pushing things. We're in sort of like a resource war here in the middle, or this bottom lane pretty much, which isn't really great, but Are we going to get a clean kill here, though, or are we going to do something like that? Yeah, we're going to do something like that. Alrighty. Let's just go ahead and try to get rid of that, as well as healing up our Trent here. Putting it here to try and avoid the ice shenanigans as much as I can. Because, knowing that this is going to be an ice-based deck, we obviously have to be careful about things like the Pillar and the Cloak. That is going to be another Avalanche. Okay, just a lot of Frost stuff here. Just a lot of Frost stuff. They're going to take one chip off. I could be Might of the Minotaur. I guess there's only one way to find out, really, is there? It was not. Yeah. The problem is, I don't want to get too... Let's go for the Mordok. Yeah, we're going to Mordok Ice back here, just to have it out. We do have... Oh, yeah, I forgot to freeze an extra unit. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. We're going to Forest Revolt. We're going to do the... Oh, he's got the Frost Slash. That's how you know it's a dedicated freeze deck. When the double Frost Slash comes out and tries to purge your board. Okay. Fantastic stuff. Okay. You know what? It's fine. You know why it's fine? Because now I can do some T-Rex pushing. Yeah. We're going to do T-Rex pushing, baby, and then probably end up multi-striking to close it out. I figured I had a chain unit in there. It's going to be Ragnar the big boy. Alright. Slightly scary. You can't exactly finish this game off just yet. We do get a Rampage, though, which I might actually go ahead and quickly take. Not on you. And then we'll throw out the third Forest Revolt, because why not? He'll probably try to block face with the Ragnar, which we might have to force a trade into. Search gets some Fire Drake. And then Frog Prince. Why is Frog Prince so high up again? Yeah, go back there for a bit. That's not the pull I wanted to see. God damn it. We are moving on sudden death, though. I would have loved these Nimble Trees if I had a swordsman to use it on, you know, or the big arbor in the deck. Hey, it's okay, it's alrighty. Ice Drake to block, Fire Drake to probably do Fire Drake stuff. Yup. See if I can. Oh, that's actually not too bad. What I can do is dissipate. I could have multi-striked for the. Can I still give it to him? Yes, I can. I can multi-strike dissipate for the win. I didn't miss that. I didn't miss that. You saw that I pulled it off. Well done. And that's going to be our first victory. A bit of a tough one, considering that we did end up with a not-so-great hand. And that's going to be pretty much what this kind of deck has a lot of the time. It is more of that joke comedy deck, not something super competitive like that. We stuck on the screen? We are. But with that being said, I'm going to take you guys to match number 2 and see if maybe we can have a better time with the deck. Really try to show off maybe if we can get the Swordsman Nimble or the Arbor Nimble, something like that out on the board. But of course, the only way to get that done, and that's by jumping into the next match. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get right to it. Alrighty, and match number 2. Hi, Banana. How you doing? Didn't expect to see you here as my second match for this deck, but here we are. We're gonna play Trees against. Is he running an OTK? I think. I don't know if he's trying to resurrect OTK, or if that's just. I don't. Okay, dragons. Alright, fine by me. Yeah, we get the Arbor this time. Let's see if I can pull a Nimble and really make this deck go TikTok. Probably Blacksmith? Yeah, Blacksmith. Put some big... I mean, Faithful Drake could obviously probably come and swoop in and bop Trent. Right. Or we're going to lottery... Okay, we're going to lottery draw. From... Yeah, okay. I kind of just want Shaman draw. I don't really care about losing the Shaman. And it's not like he's going to establish the big OTK in 5 coins. Unless I'm wrong, honestly, I don't know what this man kind of comes up with. He sees OTK potential and he froths at the mouth. That is going to be Green Drake. Alright. I think what I try and do here, depending on where that Ice Drake goes, I might coin out the Arbor just to have the big body on the board at this point. Just to kind of establish that presence, because Green Drake can get scary and scary fast. So I do want something to kind of just hold the line for me. You know, he might go ahead and do like a buff through an additional Drake, followed by things like a Lightning Blade. But having the big body will severely take that, you know, big health advantage away and allow me to kind of swoop in with injured Trent maybe. Or I can even sack my Blacksmith if I have to and kind of put us on even grounds when I Centaur the Temple. Honestly, not too sure yet. But we'll have to see. I do have Bestial Rage as well. Yeah, okay. So this he wants. I see what he wants. Oh, Freezing Pillar, because this is Funny Hour. This is big haha Funny Hour. Yeah, okay. Big Haha Funny Hour brought to us by Banana. Alright, so Pillar, Drake gets taken down. I didn't think he'd have to exert that many resources, though, just to freeze off my Drake. Unless Stone Drake Lightning combo coming out. I... Like, is that really the motive that we're going on this one? Or am I just not seeing what he's throwing down? I'm going to try to establish just a lot of bodies on the board here and see if maybe I can't just outplay his freeze. Arbor is definitely going to be a big threat to him. He has to get rid of that somehow. Or, like I said, he could just freeze it off. He froze it off. I had a feeling. I had a feeling. Although this does allow us to create a more valuable-ish swordsman. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna try and do. This does put a bit of weird chain on the board. Actually, before I do that, let's go ahead and put you there. And then just be a nuisance. And then Yarm potential is there. So let's move the Trent out of the way. And throw it back to him. He still has Temple on the board, which is fine. We can get rid of that later. Yenaroth hits the board and makes me all types of sad. Because that's what Yenaroth does. It makes us sad. Can I put you in a more favorable position if I guess what I can do to protect myself from whatever weird OTK stuff he has. Ultimately, I'm trying to force defense, and with the way our resources are panning out, I think I should be able to win the resource war and thereby force them to make trades rather than go for the OTK. I keep saying this is OTK. I have no idea what this is. This might just be classic dragons and I'm just a blind beaver. I don't really know. Green Drake is probably going to trade with Swordsman. Right? No, Yenaroth does the job. You want to save... Okay. Do we have the... Oh, we do. We do have the remove for that. Alright, and I am incredibly sad. Let's leave it at that. He threw up the respect, which might mean the game is over, unless Fire Drake's about to come whoop our ass with some air off play. Green. No? That could die this turn if he doesn't play this correctly. Yeah, it is. And then, oh, we could do the combo, baby. Here we go. So let's go ahead. Let's get that settled. That's fine. Rampage. We bop and clear the Green Drake. And then we play the Nimble Tree, baby. I gotta drop respect on him because he's gonna hate being in the video. He is gonna hate being in the video. Hey! You didn't want to give me the Nimble Tree kill, Banana? Come on. Come on. That's gonna be good. I think with that match in the books, I think that's gonna be a good place to close off the video. So, after successfully sewing off the Nimble Tree, let's go ahead and move to close the video. Alright, folks, and with that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy this edition of Hidden Combos. Let me know what you guys think of the Nimble Tree deck by leaving your thoughts down in the comment section below. And while you're down there, if you've not done so already, be sure to like the video if you enjoyed, share with friends, of course, subscribe if you're new or haven't done so already. It's the best way that you can show your support here to the channel. And, yeah, with that being said, that's going to do it for me for now. So, until next time, stay gaming.